What's up guys, DK here with Collector's Impact, and today we're going to do a grade reveal of CGC graded Pokemon cards. If you want to see the original submission, I did have it on the channel, link is in the description. It is basically the entire set of Team Rocket in first edition, minus a couple cards that I already had graded, but for the most part it's the whole set, as well as a small batch of other cards to make the total graded cards 100 cards that were graded by CGC. This was a bulk submission, but and it's not going to be a blind reveal, which I usually do blind reveals, but for this particular one, I went ahead and spoiled the grades when I got it. I was so excited, I wanted to see how it turned out, and I organized it all, and then, yeah, this video presentation will be somewhat of a venting gripe and whatnot.
Oh, please don't take a turn to negative town.
What are you talking about? Who's getting negative?
Also just informative, I hope, as well, for anyone out there that's looking to grade their entire set with CGC. So some key things to note about this. Number one, I opened multiple boxes of Team Rocket First Edition a few years ago. So I will preface it with that. It was a few years ago. They're not immediate, but none of these cards were stored in a binder. They were all stored in temperature-controlled environments. Most of them were sleeved, and just I've been in the card business for like 20 years, so I know how to store cards. And I've sent tons of cards to PSA, as well as SGC and CGC at this point. And yeah, the results of this submission were kind of surprising to me for a few reasons. So I wanted to go ahead and tell you that for the common cards and uncommon cards, we're talking, you know, multiple box openings, so there were a lot of copies of each of these cards in my collection, right? So some of the commons, I had up to, say, 20 copies of the commons. So I went through all 20 copies of each common as a general rule and was looking for the best 2 candidates. So I will preface with that as well, 2. So I chose out the second best one to send to CGC, and the best ones out of all 20 are set aside for PSA, for if and when their bulk tier submission, you know, opens back up. But with that said, a sample size of roughly 20 copies of each common card, roughly 10 copies of each uncommon card, and multiple copies of each rare. And unfortunately, in the circumstances of some of the foils, I had already sent quite a few to PSA, so therefore some of the foils that were in here were just played copies that I had or ones that I bought offline just to have the set complete. So the foil cards and some of the rare cards, by no means this is a mint set, you know what I mean? Those are not mint, not all of them. But the commons and uncommons, I was expecting mostly, you know, high grades. All that to say, the commons and uncommons, the second best cards of all 20 and or 10, were chosen for this submission. So these are not just willy-nilly pulled out of a binder, sent in. These were very selectively chosen out for submission. So I just felt that that was important to say, because we'll go ahead and get into the grades.
Chump.
Yeah?
This guy's got Pokemon cards.
Rick, it's not Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to go in reverse order for the set. So we're going to see from number 83 down to number 1. So I won't spend too much time on them, but you guys can see. Dark Raichu, Secret Rare, Near Mint 8, Near Mint 8 Plus for the Potion Energy, 8 for the Full Heal Energy, 8.5 for the Rainbow Energy, Mint 9 for Sleep, Mint 9 for Goop Gas Attack, Mint 9 for Nightly Garbage Run, Mint 9 for Imposter Oak's Revenge, 8.5 for Digger, 8.5 for Challenge, 8.5 for The Boss's Way, 9 for Rocket Sneak Attack. Keep in mind that CGC does actually grade on a 10-point grading scale. 10s are very, very hard to get. They're pretty much unicorns from CGC, but 9.5s historically have not been that ridiculous, so just keep that in mind as we go. 9, here comes Team Rocket, 9 Zubat, 9 Voltorb, 8.5 Squirtle, 9 Slowpoke, 9 Rattata, 9 Psyduck, 9 Ponyta. These are good. See, these are the commons. So, yeah, there were a good 20, like I said, so 20 samples, and so these are, most of the commons are decent. 9 Oddish, 9 Mewtwo, 9 Meowth, 9 Mankey, 9 Magnetite, 9 Machop, 9 Coughing, 8.5 Grimer, 9 Ekans, 8.5 Eevee, 9 Drowsy, 9 Dratini, 9 Diglett, 8.5 Raticate, 9 Charmander, 9 Abra, 9 Porygon, 9 Magikarp, 8.5 Wartortle. Okay, so now we're getting into the uncommons. 8.5 Wartortle, 8.5 Vaporeon, 9 Dark Rapidash, 8.5 Dark Primeape, 8.5 Dark Persian, 8.5 Dark Muck, 9 Machoke, 8.5 Dark Kadabra, 9 Dark Jolteon, 8.5 Dark Golduck, 8.5 Dark Gloom, 8.5 Dark Flareon, 8.5 Dark Electrode, 8.5 Dark Dragonair, 8.5 Dark Charmeleon, 8.5 Dark Weezing, so now we're in the rares. 8.5 Dark Weezing, 9 Dark Vileplume, 8.5 Dark Slowbro, 8 Dark Magneton, 8.5 Dark Machamp, 8.5 Dark Hypno, 9 Dark Gyarados, 8.5 Dark Golbat, 8.5 Dark Dugtrio, 9 Dark Dragonite, that's actually pretty good, 7 Dark Charizard, 5 Dark Blastoise, 9 Dark Arbok, 7.5 Dark Alakazam, 7 Dark Rainbow Energy. We're in the foils now, so we've crossed into the foils. 7 that Rainbow Energy, 7 here comes Team Rocket, 8.5 Dark Weezing, 3 Dark Vileplume. Yeah, that was just to have it in the set. 4.5 Dark Slowbro. Any of the low grade ones like that, I'm just going to replace eventually with already graded ones, you know what I mean? Dark Magneton 8.5. Dark Machamp 7. Dark Machamp 6. Dark Hypno 3.5. Dark Hypno 6.5. Dark Gyarados 4. Dark Golbat 5.5. Dark Dugtrio 8.5. Dark Dragonite 5.5. Dark Blastoise 5. Dark Blastoise 6.5. Dark Arbok 3.5. Dark Arbok 9. Oh, 9. And Dark Alakazam 4.5. You may notice the Dark Charizard's not in there. I already had one in the collection. I should have brought it out for this video, but I didn't. Anyway, I have it in the collection. Lastly were the extra cards that were thrown into the submission just to bring the total to 100. So this is Hitmonchan Shadowless 7.5, Pikachu First Edition Jungle 8.5, Poliwag First Edition Base Set Shadowless, of course the OG, that got a mint 9, Magmar 5, First Edition Machop 5.5, First Edition Doduo 6, First Edition Pro Oak 7, First Edition Computer Search 5, Dark Alakazam in Japanese, that got a 9, Dark Hypno Japanese 8.5, Rainbow Energy got a 9 in Japanese, Dark Arbok Unlimited Hologram 8, Dark Alakazam Unlimited 8.5, Dark Vileplume Unlimited 6.5, and Dark Gyarados pre-release promo holographic 8.5.
I still don't know the difference between a Pokemon and a Charizard.
So, for the title of the video, CGC tells PSA to hold my beer when it comes to strict and harsh grading, because I know that a lot of us out here in the card grading community have been complaining that PSA has been really not grading a lot of 10s, and there's a lot of speculation behind that, and you know, I happen to agree with it, especially for Pokemon cards. They have not been grading a lot of 10s. But you can see here in a submission of a similar size, I did get a 10. I got several 10s from PSA, and this is a holographic. The thing to note here, if you guys didn't notice, in the entire submission of 100 cards, and like I said, some with sample size, the majority of the commons with sample sizes of 20 cards that I chose the best 2 from kind of situation, not a single 9.5.
Bullshit.
A 9.5, let alone a 10. So, yeah, I mean, considering that CGC already is like you're looking at half the market value of PSA for a graded card, if not even worse in a lot of circumstances, and they're a pretty new kid on the block kind of situation when it comes to grading, out of 100 freaking cards, not a single 9.5. So yeah, just know that. Like, I just wanted to go ahead and present this, show you guys the results of the thing, and then just say, like, if you're someone that's looking to grade your Pokemon cards, especially a complete set, and you are actually hoping to get like some 9.5s, maybe even get a complete set of 9.5 CGCs from your own stock of cards, here, I just wanted you to see this. I don't know if this is an anomaly or not, but it's pretty staggering to me. I'm kind of speechless about it, to tell you the truth. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about it, you know what I mean? I mean, the holographics and stuff, there's clearly some lower grade ones in there. That's on me. Obviously, they were never intended to be mint. But for the commons and uncommons, I was absolutely expecting at least a couple of 9.5s. I mean, that's not unreasonable. I've done other CGC submissions, got 9.5s, no problem. So this is really anomalous. I'm not sure what happened there or why, you know, what's going on. But just for the person who might be looking to decide or on which grading company to use and whatnot, PSA has the highest market value, and even though they grade really harsh, one of their main competitors and the other one, SGC, grades even harsher, apparently. Take that for what you will, you know what I mean? PSA, you get the most money, and it is what it is. I don't know what else to say. I personally will probably not be sending too much else to CGC, at least not from a complete collection standpoint, maybe some one-off submissions and stuff, but the prices of all the grading services have to come down before I'm going to be sending a bunch more stuff anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and say that too. I think the inflated, ridiculous pricings in this day and age when the market itself is going down in terms of graded cards, things are not in alignment right now. If you do have cards that you're trying to grade, just, you know, it's up to you, obviously, what to do with them, but I would say patience is a virtue. That's what I'd say. Anyway, that wraps up the video for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this presentation of the 100 cards that I just got back from CGC. I hope that it was informative and, you know, helped you in any assessment that you were trying to make of CGC and what to do with some of your old Pokemon cards. Thanks again for coming by, and I hope to see you back for another video in the future. Thanks, and take care.